Today's guest is currently representing Team USA in the World Cup qualifiers right now. He's a Bellarmine legend. I'm not pocket watching, but this man did just win TBT. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pedro Bradshaw. Pedro, appreciate you for joining us.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for
Yes,
having me.
You're
yes,
down
sir.
in, I believe, Miami right now, representing Team USA with guys like Mike James, James Nunnally. I think your head coach is Terry Stotts. Just what's it like being around in that environment and just being surrounded by that many just really high level players like yourself?
It's dope, man. This is my third time doing it, and the last window Mike was here. So it was dope just then, just getting a chance to be around him because you obviously see the highlights and hear interviews, but just actually being face to face and learning from him, and being able to pick things up, man. It's been special. Even this time around, it's his second time now, so he kind of knows what to expect as far as the gameplay and the practices and how we want to play. So. It's dope, man. Just being able to pick his brain again. And he's an amazing player, man. He's been doing it, I think, 15, 16 years now. So he's a guy that really knows how to flip that switch, when he needs to,
Yeah.
So it's been fun, man.
You said this is now your third time representing Team USA. Just what was it like the first time you got that first call saying that would you like to be a part of Team USA?
Oh man, it was dope, man. I think we were 2 games into the G League season, and my agent had hit me and said that it was a possibility. And then like a day later, he hit me and said, "Hey man, you're in." And I was so hyped, man. I really was. I was extremely excited. I had a G League game. I think 2 days later, we played the South Bay Lakers. Had 13 and we won. And then I flew out the very next morning, man. So I left and came in on a high note. So each time I've done it, man. It's I've been extremely grateful each time, and I pick up more and more on and off the court, and just, I think building relationships is the biggest thing I always can take from this. Coach Stephen Silas was our head coach the first 2 windows. I mean, the first 3 windows total, but my first 2 times. And when we got off the plane, this last one, man, they announced that he was getting the assistant coaching job with the Raptors.
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man, and now Coach Stotts, who's been a coach 30 years, been a head coach and assistant for a number of years, and he was just with the Warriors, I think, the last 2 or 3 seasons. He was someone, with those Portland teams, man, with Dame and CJ and Anthony Simons and Evan Turner, guys like that, man. Always had some great offenses. And he was able to implement that with Coach Kernem in Golden State. So again, being able to be around him and build that relationship and connection and pick his brain about certain things. And I actually hit Evan Turner once they announced that it was Coach Stotts, and ET was like, "Yeah, man, that's my guy, man. You're gonna love him. This, that, and the third." So the relationships, man, it's the biggest thing in this.
Yeah,
Yes.
going back to Coach Silas, shout out him. I'm a big Rockets fan. I mean, I'll just say it. I think he kind of got the raw end of it. Nobody was going to win as that coach, but I always was a big fan of his and just the way he went about his business. So definitely love him as a Rockets fan for sure.
Yeah, Coach Silas was real cool, man. He's laid back, man, and real chill. So I was happy to see him get on back in there, man. I think
For
he's gonna
sure.
do great in Toronto.
For
Yeah.
sure.
For those that don't know your story so much, Russellville, you tell us about Russellville, Kentucky, and when did you fall in love with the game of basketball? And when did that kind of all start for you as a young kid coming up?
Oh man, it's funny. I always tell people, man, I hated basketball at first. I didn't want to watch or play or anything. I was one of the kids like nowadays where I'm just inside playing the video games and watching cartoons and goofy shows and all that. No, man, but my granddad and my grandmother, they raised me, and I had a sister, an older sister, about 5 years older, and she was a all around athlete, man. Track, softball, basketball, volleyball, everything. And when she played, my granddad was teaching her the game. And me and her have always had love with each other. But as we were younger, there's kind of that sibling rivalry,
Oh, yeah.
So when he was teaching her just something simple on the court, I was like, man, I can do that. And then, that kind of got me out there, and I started to kind of learn, and we would go shoot around and work out and practice together with our granddad. And just more and more as I continue to do it and continue to kind of see myself get better and better, I started to really fall in love with it, started to love watching it. My granddad would talk me through some things and have me watching certain teams and certain players. And yeah, man, just building that basketball IQ early on. And, Russellville, man, I always joke with this too, man. Like, I say we got 3 stoplights and a Walmart. So that's how small it is. But
Yeah.
no, I love the city, man. It is very small. Everybody knows everybody, but they've shown me so much love and support over the years, man. There's been so many people within the city, whether it's my coaches or teachers or teammates or even just, man, growing up, I was playing at the park, so there's a lot of OGs, man, that was helping me out and giving me game. And
Mhm.
as I got older, it was cool kind of seeing them continue to show love and support and be like, yeah, man, I remember when you sucked. So no, man, but it's all love, man. So I really enjoy it. I do. I love
So
my city, man.
who were you looking to just as a young kid coming up? Who did you try to model your game after? You mentioned you were watching a lot of teams, a lot of different players. What were a couple players that just stuck out to you to say, I want to be like them?
Oh man, I'm obviously I never got anywhere near their ability, but I always loved like LeBron's my favorite player, and Magic Johnson was one of my favorite players, but it was never, you know, because of their athletic abilities or scoring or things of that nature. It was just how they led on and off the court and how they passed and made their teammates better. Even if it
Okay.
wasn't an assist, just again watching them give positive touches and talking to their guys and talking on defense and leading, just from that standpoint. And then everything else they did, man, was just gravy on top. I always loved it. As I got older, I had to start watching guys who I was similar to body wise and who I played similar to just kind of help me continue to grow. So honestly, man, Corey Brewer was somebody who I always watched. He's actually from Portland, Tennessee, which is like 40 minutes from Russellville. Um, just because, man, he was high tempo, high energy, could do a little bit of everything, could guard 1 through 4. Um, just guys like that, man. Even now, where it's like a Haywood Highsmith, again, about 6'5", 6'6", can do multiple things on the floor, can guard multiple positions. It's a lot of guys, man. I used to like keep making a list every time I would watch somebody new, man. So there's so many different guys I pick things up from along the way, and it's just special to be able to grab different things from everybody and implement them into your game one way or another.
Yeah, so I believe I mean, you played, I believe, started at Belmont, if I'm
Mhm.
correct, and then you went
Yep.
to Eastern Kentucky, and then you really took over when you went to Bellarmine. What was it where do you think you found, like, your niche or your role of, "Okay, I'm really starting to feel comfortable." Like, when did that mindset kinda start to change for you?
It was definitely at Bellarmine. Honestly, my first 2 years, I didn't even play. So I really got essentially 2 years of college basketball. When I got to Bellarmine, man, before even coming there, I was really tight with Doug Davenport. He recruited me while he was at Eastern Kentucky before he came with his dad, Scotty, at Bellarmine. So I always had that relationship anyways. And then when it was time for me to leave EKU, they were the first team that popped up. And once I got there, man, him and Scooter and Al, they just did a great job. Bo, they did an amazing job of just instilling confidence and faith and belief in me that I could really help the team out. And it was funny, man. We had a scrimmage. I mean, not a scrimmage. We had an exhibition, same thing. But we played Louisville, and I started. I didn't even know I was going to start. I was surprised. And then we
Mhm.
played Notre Dame in the next one, and I started. I think both games I might have had like 4 points. Didn't do too much, and then we had our first regular season game, and I started off the season with like 17, 18 points. And then from there, it just kind of continued to flow and roll. And then going into the next season, Alex Cook, he was someone I really leaned onto really heavily. One of the greatest players to come through Bellarmine, played at Male in Louisville, and I had him come in multiple times just to kind of show me some things on the court that helped him be successful within the flow of the offense and how to draw fouls and how to get to your spots and things of that nature. So he did really good job too, man. Even just again from the leadership standpoint, I learned a lot from him in that regard. So, once he helped me out, and then knowing that my senior year, I was going to kind of have the keys a little bit more, and I had spent a year in the offense, so now it was really on me to kind of help lead the team. Along with Dylan Penn and C.J. Fleming, Justin Betts, and it was a really nice ride, man. And then they ended up winning the conference tournament the next season, man. So that was dope to see.
What was it like? Because I think you were in that first transition phase from D1 or D2 to D1. And I think that was in the middle of COVID too. Just what was
Yep.
it like? You all kicked off that season playing in Cameron Indoor Stadium too. What
Mhm.
was it like? Your first Division One game against, well, I guess you've played multiple Division One, but as Bellarmine going in to Cameron Indoor Stadium, I guess in COVID.
It was crazy because, when you go to Duke, the first thing you think about is the fans.
Yeah.
And we didn't get that experience, so maybe that's a good thing. We didn't have people yelling at us trying to touch us on the court, but it was cool, man. Just playing against, they had Jalen Johnson at the time. Yeah, Wendell Moore, DJ Stewart. I think they had Flip, who I was with in Utah
Oh yeah,
last
yeah.
year. Yeah, so just playing against those guys in general, and I think it was a great experience for all of us. Obviously, we got beat, but um, think being able to have that and get a sense and a feel for everybody, and okay, this is Division 1, for the guys that don't know, this is what it's going to be. Obviously everybody's not Duke, but again, this is the caliber that we need and the standard that we need to play to moving forward, and it ended up really helping us out a lot throughout the season, especially once we got to conference play, because we ended up going, I think, 13-2 or 14-2 or something like that, and finished second in the league, so it goes a long way, man, when you play those games like that early, those games at a really high level. Um, because again, it helps you guys gel. It helps you know what I need to do as an individual and what we need to do as a team. And again, it really goes a long way.
Yeah. So, do you remember the first time you realized, okay, I can actually play basketball at a high level? Okay, I'm playing it for fun, but now it's like I can actually take this and actually make some money off of this game. So, when did you realize that?
I think when I was 15 or 16, that's when I really started to take it really seriously. Probably shouldn't say this, but there was a agent, well, scout slash agent that I've known since 15, 16, and he
Mm,
was kind of the first person to tell me, "Hey, man, like you're gonna be a pro one day. Like when you get there, call
mm.
me." But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but no, and just again, I grew a few inches from my freshman year to my sophomore year, junior year, so that helps too. But I think again, just in high school too, man, like I naturally kind of went. I started as a freshman, but I wasn't one of the main guys. I was like the fifth option. Sophomore year, I was one of the main guys. I started again, but I was like third option. And then junior year, senior year, I was like, okay, this is me. This is my team. And
Mm,
at the same time, AAU started really heating up for me. My interests and offers, everything like that, still really started to pick up. And coming into my senior year that summer, I was invited to the MBPA Top 100 camp where guys like Zion Williamson and Romeo Langford and Tremont Waters, Nas Reed, Luca Garza, so many more names and players that are in the league or had a stint in the league. So again, I think that was like a stamp for me, letting me know like, hey, I'm one of the best players in the nation. I can really do this. So every day, man, like I said, once I hit 15, 16, I really started taking it serious, but it also was treating myself and acting like a pro on and off the court. I was also working a job at Arby's at the time too.
mm.
But no, man, I would get up in the morning and do my work, and then we'd have school, then practice, and afterward I'd work a shift for 5, 6 hours, man, eating roast beefs and fries and everything, and then I would either, again, this probably shouldn't say this, but I was propping a door open or having somebody, whether it was a coach or a janitor, either they would come to me or I would go get their keys and open the door, and I'd be in there late, man, and then do it all over again the next day. So
Yeah,
just finding a
that's what
way.
you. That's what it's all about. Just finding a way to make it happen. A lot of people don't realize what has to go into the game of basketball, and just sometimes the sacrifices you have to make, and just put it, just depending on your mindset. Like you just said, you just came back from weights. You had to do weights. You got practice. Schedule is full. So a lot of people don't understand the sacrifice that you have to make to actually achieve a lot of those goals. So kind of take us through the moment where you realize, okay, I'm going to be a pro now, and what opportunity? What was your first professional opportunity that you were presented?
Um, it was um, it was the G League. It was G League. I got selected in the second round, the 10th pick,
Mm,
with the Utah Jazz's G League affiliate, the Salt Lake City Stars.
mm,
So that was an experience within itself, man. I knew I belonged because even watching the G League bubble prior to, I was like, nah,
yeah,
man, I know I could play in the G next year, man. Like I know I ain't tripping.
yeah,
But once I finally got on in and we went through the practices and scrimmages and things of that nature, I was playing really well. First game I only had like 6 points, and then the very next game I had 23. So it just from that point on, it was kind of rolling for me. But my first year actually was kind of crazy though from that point on because I got to see the business side of things. After I scored 23, I didn't play like the next 5 or 6 games because we had assignment guys come down.
yeah.
You
That's how
know,
I
the
go.
coach
That's how I
literally,
go.
yeah, that's the G, man. No, the coach literally
Yeah,
came to me, not the next day, but once we got back for practice, he's like, "Hey, Dro, had a hell of a game, man, but just want to let you know, you're probably not gonna play much these next
yeah,
handful of
yeah.
games." And I was
It's a
like,
wrap. It's a wrap. Go ahead and get comfortable.
yeah,
Sit
so
down.
but yeah, man, but in that you gotta kind of find a way to still be a professional and stay in it mentally and physically and all right, well, I'm not playing, but I gotta still get my work in and make sure whenever he does call me, I'm cool. And that was an adjustment for sure because I never faced anything, excuse me, never faced anything like that. And I was confused, but I learned it early on, like, all right, this is just what it is. So my rookie year was just crazy because not long after that, I got waived, and I was with the Sioux Falls
Sioux Falls.
Skyforce, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Miami Heat
Skyforce.
affiliate. I was with them for about a month, month and a half, played well, and it's all right. Well, we like you, but Mario Chalmers is coming off the couch, man, and Javante Smart is getting waived off his two-way, so they're coming back. So we gotta let you go. And then
Yeah.
yeah, then I got the call to go to the Iowa Wolves, Minnesota's team. Brian Bowen had COVID. So I was there
Mhm.
for like 3 weeks filling in and then got waived. And then I got with the Pacers G League team, the Mad Ants at the time. And it was funny. I got my first meeting with the head coach and the GM. They was like, "Yeah, man, we're glad to have you. We tried to get you in the first place." I'm like, "Whoa, I
Yeah.
could have saved me some trouble."
I know,
But
man.
yeah, man. But all in all, man, that rookie year and then so on and so forth, it really taught me just to be a professional because I could have easily spazzed out and cussed somebody out and got mad or just again been unprofessional, and that would have hurt me to the point where I wouldn't be able to have the opportunities that I've had and that I have today. So I've been able to really lean on that just being a professional, being a pro's pro on and off the court. I'm very low maintenance, no maintenance type of guy. And then on the court, I'm very adaptable. I can do and be whatever's needed of me. And teams and coaches and front offices, NBA, G League, overseas, they really appreciate that about me. So I'm grateful for those experiences because they taught me a lot.
What do you think, like, your whole mindset? Do you think, like, what has been, like, your whole motivation? Has it been, like, all these people have doubted me this whole time, I'm gonna prove them right? Has it been kinda put family in a better situation? Like, what's that one thing that's always stuck in your head to, like, "I'm gonna prove these people wrong," or "I'm gonna help these people get to this certain situation?"
Um, Man, it's a little bit of that. It's a combination of all of that. It's funny, my guy Chris Moses, who's been my trainer since I was like in sixth grade. Um, he's like, Dro, you've literally had every reason to quit or give up or whatever. Again, I was raised by my grandparents, so my parents weren't really involved in my life, and we didn't have a ton of money really, and the circumstances just weren't ideal. So I always knew that I loved basketball and that I was going to do whatever it took to make sure I made my dream happen. And I try to tell kids now, like, it doesn't matter who you come from, where you come from. Like, if you want this or whatever your dream is, man, like you really can make it happen. It's just a matter of, putting in the work and taking the necessary steps, man. And then it's all God from the rest of the point. But yeah, man, I think just wanting more for myself. I'm first generation college graduate. I'm only like the second professional player in my family on either side to do this. Tick Rogers, he's my cousin. He played at U
Oh,
of
let's
L in the
go.
Oh,
'90s.
Yeah,
Tick.
Yeah,
yeah, for
yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
man.
man.
legend.
Yeah, it's my
Yeah, that's
guy,
all
man.
right.
but yeah, it's just him and me as far as being professionals. So a lot of this stuff, man, has been trial and error. Just trying to figure out how to make my own way and make my own path. And again, like the experiences and the losses that I've taken have really helped me in the long run. Where now it's good for me, but it's also good for me to give it to the next generation of guys and the young guys that look up to me. So I do it for them. I do it for my family. I do it for my city. And just doing it all to honor God, man. Like I know I wouldn't be who and what I am without him.
For sure.
All right, man. All right. All that humble stuff is out the door. Now we done got through all that. Now we got to get to the real question. What did you do with the $2 million, man? That's where
Oh man.
everybody. Nah. I'm just talking. So look, I want you just to describe that whole just that whole environment. What was going on just as you were pursuing? Because of course we care about the money. Everybody cares about the money, but the journey, the journey to the goal. That's what we want to know. So just describe how did you get on the team and just that whole process and the environment to for you guys to come together and actually achieve such a huge goal. So kind of describe that.
It was it was tough, man, but it was a lot of fun at the same time.
Mm,
We out of the 11 guys that was on the team with us this year, 8 of us were on the team last year. So we kind of knew what it took to get to the championship. We just had to finish the deal off. And Wichita had a excuse me, they had a great team last year and beat us in the championship. But we were excuse me, it made us extremely hungry to right that wrong this season. So when we came in, man, we hit the ground running, but we treated it like an NBA training camp, kind of like the way we were preparing during practice, even after practice. Like guys are lifting, they're getting stretches, they're doing recovery, they're staying after for extra shots. They're trying to come in early for extra shots. They're trying to go to a different gym for extra shots. Just finding ways to make it work and make sure we got the job done this time around. And it was really special. Each game we had was a dogfight. Um, it really was, especially being out in Vegas, man, where the teams were extremely loaded all around. But we extremely grateful that we won it. Obviously, it's kind of worked out in our favor where we lost the 1 million, but won the 2 million this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But it was a lot of fun, man. Like me, Terry Taylor, Gabe York, we're all like best of friends, like brothers. So it was special being able to do that with them. We had been teammates in the G League before too, multiple times, and with Team USA, like a month before we played in here. So again, for all of it to kind of come to fruition like that, man, it was dope. It was really
You
dope.
feel like chemistry played a huge role, or maybe strategy, session. What things maybe just played a huge role into the success of the team as a whole?
I think the chemistry was probably number one.
Mm,
Again, out of the 11, we had eight guys from last year. So again, we kind of knew each other, knew how each other's tendencies, and again what it took to kind of win this thing. And
mm,
each game is different, but also like how Coach Mike and Coach Connor and Matt and Jacob helped us prepare and during film, and again just everything leading up to the games like was huge. Like the offensive schemes that we had, the defensive schemes that we had. We really wanted to make it tough on guys on both ends of the court, and I think we were able to do that. Again, there was a little luck
mm,
involved in a couple games, but we'll take
mm.
that. Rather be lucky
Yeah.
than good some days, man.
What
Yeah,
they
So
say, success is with preparation. Luck is preparation. When preparation meets opportunity, I believe. When
yeah, yeah,
preparation meets
yeah.
opportunity, that's what luck is. So y'all prepared, and that's kind of what it is. Go ahead, Blake.
Did you like the whole? I mean, obviously you guys won, so I'm gonna say you did like the new format. But did you like being out in Vegas, having the 2 out of 3, just that whole in general?
Yeah.
Did I mean I would you want a 2 out of 3 in a championship game like the beginnings, or are you good with win and be done?
Um, it's tough, man. It depends on the environment. Like, are you playing them all at an alumni's home court?
Yeah.
Because if you beat them the first game, it's like, all right, well, cool. We got another one here at the crib.
Mm,
It's hard, man. I kind of like the format, the 2 out of 3 initially. Like so for us, we didn't get 2 out of 3, but we got two pool play games basically. Then we went into all right, now it's win or go home. Um, I kind of preferred it for us because we were in just one spot until that last game. The season before, we had to travel, I think 3 times, 4 times. So we had to obviously be in Kentucky in Lexington, but then we had to AJ Slaughter. He rented a van and drove us from Lexington to West Virginia, and then we went from West Virginia playing 2 games there. Then we had to go to Wichita. So I think when we got to Wichita, it was like less than 24 hours before we played. So it was kind of a quick turnaround, you know. So for us to just be in Vegas, we played our games at the hotel on site. I think it was a lot easier for guys in general. Just it's kind of similar to the G League bubble, you know.
It was
Yeah.
kind of like feeling like going back to AAU ball, kind of like you're kind of
Hmm.
back with the brothers, kind of just
Yeah.
AAU ball for a weekend, couple weeks, and then you guys are going off into your regular seasons.
Yeah, pretty much, and we kept saying that too. It definitely felt like AAU, so it's very nostalgic in some ways. But again, like all in all, it's a lot of fun. I love the way TBT set it up and ran the tournament. I know they're continuing to find different ways to improve it. So I'm excited to see what it looks like going forward next summer.
And then
Okay.
and now after that, you mentioned earlier that you were a camper at the NBA PA Top 100 camp. Now you were
Mhm.
just a coach at that same camp. Well, how was that experience, and who are some guys you were able to really pick their brain?
Oh man, it was amazing. It was amazing, man. That was another thing I was extremely grateful to get the opportunity for. Just being there and being around. Obviously, Doe is from Louisville, so I've seen him a lot, talked to him a lot. But that relationship kind of got a chance to grow a little bit because we were there together so long and interacting, and he got to kind of see me a little more in that light of like, oh no, he know what he talking about. He know his stuff. But man, Phil Handy, Coach Tom Crean, Terrence Mann, David West, Tyson Chandler, Taj Gibson. The list goes on and
It's
on
a
of
who's
like
who's list right there.
oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it was insane, man. And then there were so many great players there. Like obviously it's the best players in the nation. So just being able to be around them and interact with them, and I was a head coach, but I had never been in that position before. So I was really just trying to go out there and learn because I don't even know if I want to coach at the end of the day. But again, just being able to be out there picking those guys' brains and
Yeah.
just be a sponge as a whole. And again, it was a full circle moment, like you said, for me. So I really enjoyed it. I had Katino Mobley, someone who I loved watching
Yeah,
when I was
another Rockets
younger.
legend right there.
Rockets
Yeah,
legend.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cat. And so again, that's someone that I can, he texted me multiple times after we won the TBT, and we kind of stay in contact here and there. Same with Phil Handy and Coach Cream. And Doe, I seen him literally, I think a few days after we got back from the top 100 camp because Pierre had a couple summer league games at Bellarmine. So I'm sitting in the
Oh,
stands talking to
nice.
him about the experience and just things in general. So I've always been a big fan of Rondo, man. So again, just being able to be around him and build that relationship moving forward is huge because I definitely want to try to get Pierre at camp moving forward.
Oh man, that's what
So
he's I can't wait to see what he does just for not even just the state of Kentucky. Like he's about to set the entire nation on fire because everybody in Kentucky knows who
Man.
he is right now.
mm,
His clips are hitting social media, but I can't wait until he has like that full on social media effect because like he is different.
Yeah, he like
bro,
that. He like
he is.
that. For real.
I've never seen a eighth grader with that type of IQ and feel for the game. Like obviously he's extremely skilled offensively and everything, but just from that standpoint alone, like from the intangible standpoint, how he can lead a team and use his mind like against older guys, like it's crazy to see, man. And he's crafty. His jump shot is improving. He's learning different ways to score and finish and play make, and he's a leader out there too. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. So it's fun to watch, man. So I'm excited to see how he continues to grow and improve. And that entire Rondo Academy program, man, it's very elite. It's very effective for those guys, man. And again, like I'm a fan all around.
Yeah,
For
for
sure.
sure. Yeah. Um, dang, I was gonna get into so it's back to this $2 million.
Yeah,
Get back to the 2 billion.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So without disclosing too much, what was the DMs looking like? I know the DMs were going crazy when everybody, friends, family, people found out you won. I know there was. I need 2,500 cousin. You had a lot of cousins
Man,
coming out of nowhere. I know it was a lot going on, man. The ladies, they were swarming. I know the ladies were swarming. What's
man, y'all seen lottery ticket before?
yeah, with
I,
Bow
oh
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, Bow
yeah.
Wow about it.
You seen
And
lottery ticket where he pull up to the projects and everybody just out there waiting on him? That's what it feel like. That's what it feel like for sure. It's very bittersweet to say the least.
yeah,
Nah, man. I mean, that just comes with the territory, and um, I think you just have to know who's genuinely just saying they'll congrats and who genuinely like might need to hold something, you know.
like,
But
let me get 2,500. Let me get just
yeah,
25.
no, man. But it's like I
25.
said, it's all love, man. At the end of the day, so you just, again, just in general as a pro, like I've had that type of stuff come up often. So again, just trying to navigate it. I
Okay.
help when and where I can, but I kind of
Mhm,
know when to not overextend myself.
mhm,
Excuse me, but it was dope, man. Again, even just winning in general, winning in Kentucky at Lexington because I grew up a
yeah,
Western and U of L fan.
yeah,
So yeah, I don't bleed
yeah,
blue. So I
Nice. Let's
was
go. Let's go.
yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
an
So
extra
yeah,
good feeling
yeah.
right
yeah, so
there.
that was dope for me,
We'll
man.
clip
And
this. Clip this.
yeah. No, man, but it was dope, man. Like shout out to Twanny and Archie and the guys that were on their team and Coffee. Like
Yeah,
they had a great team,
yeah,
man. But
yeah,
I think we had a little more depth and again our strategy was really good. And I think we were just able to kind of come out early and just punch them in the mouth and really just kind of set the tone. And I think we are able to kind of take the air out of the building. And that was
mm,
huge, because again, Archie and Andrew Harrison and Willie Cauley Stein, they were playing extremely well all tournament. So we just knew that we had to kind of take some of that energy away. And once we did that, man, I think it made it a lot easier for us to kind of do what we needed to do and pull out the win. So shout out to them,
yeah.
man. But again, I'm grateful that we won
You 26, 27?
27.
27. Okay, so I'm 25. We grew up around the same age. Who were your
Mhm.
favorite like Louisville players growing up or WKU? We've had some AJ Slaughter talks on here about the time they knocked off TJ's team a little bit, but who are some of your favorite players watching?
Oh man, it was actually I loved TJ was one of them.
Hey.
Um, I was hoping he would have came back for that last year, but he had to do what he had
Yeah,
to do.
yeah,
No, but no, Terrence Williams is my favorite U of L player of all time. It's probably him and Peyton, 1A, 1B. Just the way he played, man. Again, he was one of those guys that could do a little bit of everything on the court, and he was extremely athletic and followed him all throughout his NBA career. Earl Clark was somebody who I was teammates with for a quick stint when I was in Sioux Falls.
Mm.
And he's somebody I can, reach out to and talk back and forth with. Montrez obviously was a beast, still is. Russ, man, it's so many guys, man, that have come through. Preston Knowles,
okay.
Jerry Smith, Edgar Sosa. Y'all have had some squads, man. Even Western, like Courtney Lee's one of my all-time favorite
Courtney,
college
yeah,
guys. Jeremy Evans, Steph Pettigrew, Sergio Carush, AJ Slaughter.
yeah,
Oh man, it's insane. TJ Price. So I could go on and on, man. Like
yeah.
we
You
had
naming
season
some
tickets.
guys. You naming some
That's a
guys,
Yeah,
man.
great era
yeah.
to grow up in right there.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, man.
especially because we had Larry O'Bannon on our show too, and he said on
Yeah.
his podcast a few years back that he thinks Terrence's freshman team is like the most from top to bottom, that roster is like the most talented that Louisville has ever had. And you look at like,
Yeah,
I mean,
squad.
the people that were you had Edgar, Jerry Smith,
Hmm.
Like Preston was kind of barely even playing as a freshman
Yeah.
on
Yeah, he was
Terrence's
coming
freshman
off the
team.
bench.
And then PK is a senior, like, he's the best player on the team. So it's
Hmm.
crazy how deep that team was.
No, it was
Yeah,
insane, and I loved watching them press guys the entire game and just turning guys over, man. Like Peyton and Russ, like against Edgar and Jerry and Andre McGee, and it was just fun to watch, man. It really was. It was fun basketball to watch. It didn't seem like anybody cared about who was doing what. Let's just win. Let's just do what we need to do to help each other win. And it showed on the court. Even Shane Bohannon was somebody who I loved watching. Man, he was a beast down low. Um, yeah, man, just it's so many great guys, great players that have come through that university, man, and. Again, Tick kind of set the tone. So my whole family just about are U of L fans because of him.
Yeah.
So it just kind of growing up, man. I just kind of grew up watching, and then I fell in love with them myself. So to this day, like I root for U of L and Bellarmine, obviously, but I don't really have a college team for sure. The only team I really like, okay, let me turn the game on is really just Bellarmine. But if
Yeah.
Louisville has a big game on or Western has a big game on, I'll tap in because I know most of those guys. I was a ball boy for Western as a kid for a couple years, so I'm from close to that area. Bowling Green's like 25, 30 minutes from Russellville, man. So growing up, Coach Harper, and then Coach Harper would always have like high school guys come in and play against the college guys. So me, Day Day Gum, Day Day Sloan, Trace Young, Jalen Seabury, Trey Hollowell, guys like that, we'd be in there playing. And crazy, he never recruited me, but he was always dope, man. I always loved Coach Harper. But
Mhm.
then Coach Stansbury came in, and I would still always be over there playing pickup or working out. And to this day, now you had Coach Lutz and Coach Plona, where I'm in there every day. They probably get tired of seeing me, but I'm tight with the whole staff and all the players. So it's always dope, man. It's always dope being able to be around those guys. And again, I'm picking their brains now about certain things and the Bellarmine staff as well. Because I'm looking forward to making my basketball camp NCAA certified. So
Nice.
yeah, now reaching out to these different coaches that I know and have connections with and seeing, okay, what do you guys want to see at these camps? Or when you go to these live periods, what are you guys looking forward to?
Mm.
So just trying to, again, just use my relationships and my resources as best as I can.
Just kind of finish up a little bit. I don't know, Blake, you have any more
Yeah,
questions?
that's why I had a couple more real quick. Just
Okay.
you kind of mentioned your basketball camp. I think you've done it the past 6 years now.
Mhm.
Just what is the thing you love about doing that camp the most?
Man, I really love just sharing the game, sharing my love and knowledge of the game with younger guys who really want to learn, and guys who I see that have a lot of potential. Because I tell guys, man, like I've been and I am and I've where you're at. Like I've been in your shoes, so I know what it is and what it takes, and I'm looking at it. I'm in it right now, So most guys take heed and some don't, but you can never say that I didn't, tell you or somebody didn't tell you. So but guys that really want to learn, and I love being around them, man. It's just fun. All those guys, man. They're family. They're like little brothers to me. They know they can reach out to me whenever, Instagram or text or call, whatever. Their parents can do the same, and I always encourage them to do that, and they have, and they do. So that always makes me feel good, honestly. But I just love giving back, man. I want to continue to do more as I continue to get and do more. But this is like a really big piece for me for the time being. I've always wanted to do a camp. The first year it was free, and then the moving forward, it's just been like $25 for my middle school group and $50 for my high school group. So I've always wanted to make it, accessible for everybody who can make it. Because I've been invited to John Lucas camp multiple times and Crossroad Elite camps and Chris Paul camp, things of that nature, and I was never able to go because we just didn't have the money, So I never wanted a kid to be in that position with me. So now even if I up it like from $50 to like 75 or something, it's like, all right, man, like if you can't pay it for whatever reason, that's cool. Just come on. As long as you're able to make it, we good, man. So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, man, it's just like, be a blessing to others and God will continue to bless you. So, and it's just paying it forward, man. So, because one day I want, Josh Lindsay just had his camp. Josh been
Yeah, I
rocking with
saw
me the
that.
last 3 summers. Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
like, I hope that as he continues to grow himself and his brand and his game, I hope he continues to do that and other players as well. Just use the gifts that God gave you, man, and help somebody else.
Mhm.
Not being able to pay for those like camps as a kid, what was it like having Tick Rogers, who is a Louisville legend, a Kentucky Mister basketball? Like, how
Mhm.
much were you able to learn from him?
Oh, a lot, man. Like, cause he was an amazing scorer, but he was a great defensive player. Um, and obviously once he talked to me about his pro experiences as well and certain countries that he loved. Like I know he spent a lot of time in Israel and he had training camp, I think, with the Bulls before. So he was telling me like about how Dennis Rodman was like lifting for like 5 hours and didn't even touch a basketball, lifting and running. So man, it's been dope, man. Like me and him are real tight. So we'll text or call each other every once in a while and just check in. I think if the ceremony hasn't happened yet, I know it's coming up. I think he's getting inducted to the Kentucky High School Hall of Fame.
Let's
So
go. Congratulations, Tick. Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah, man. So I was excited for him about that, man. He definitely deserves it.
For
So
sure.
yeah, man, he's been somebody I've really leaned on. But again, like for the most part, man, a lot of this that I've been in has just been trial and error. Some good, some bad. But again, it's all helped me become the person and the player that I am today, man. So I can't really, be ashamed of it at all. It's honestly been fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah. I
Okay.
got two more questions for you, and we'll let you go on with the rest of your night. I
Mhm.
appreciate it. I
Mhm.
want to know if Wikipedia is lying on this one, though. But it says you got the nickname. Your real name's DeAndre, correct?
Yeah.
It says you got the nickname Pedro because your granddad said you looked like a Pedro. Is that true, or is Wikipedia lying?
That's what he told me.
Okay. Okay.
I think by this point, man, he might have forgot the real reason because he gives everybody like goofy nicknames. My sister has 5 boys. All of them have a different nickname. My sister has a nickname. So I don't know.
I
I
saw
don't.
somebody added that on Wikipedia. I was like, this is a great opportunity to ask right here.
Yeah, your guess is
You
good
look
as
like a
mine.
Pedro.
I've asked him
That's
before, and
hilarious.
that's kind of the answer he gave me, pretty much. So I'll just go with it. But whenever he can't pronounce your real name or remember your real name, then he'll just say, "All right, yeah, you look like a Pedro. You look like my sister's nickname is Crutch, but her name is Natasha. Makes no
Oh,
sense at all.
okay.
Like, you know,
Love it. Love it.
yeah. So
Oh man,
Last thing
that
that I
must be
got.
that must be like a old head OG thing, man. Because my
for
uncles,
sure.
my peoples, they do the same thing. My dad used to call me fat. He'd be like, "Come here, fat." I'm like, I ain't never been fat in my whole life. Why are you calling me that, bro? Yeah, what's up, fat man? Come over here, man. I'm
No,
like,
man. Yeah, we gotta find a new nickname, man.
yeah.
Last one. We just signed a partnership with Mitchell and Ness, so we wanted to get your top 5. You can have an honorable mention too, but we wanted to get your
Mhm.
like top 5 most iconic jerseys. It could be both football, basketball, any sport. Just your top 5 most iconic jerseys.
Oh man, that's a tough one. Probably the sleeve jersey of LeBron them 15, 16 when they won the chip.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Lamar Jackson the year he won the Heisman, U of L jersey. Um, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Terrence Williams, U of L jersey,
Okay.
Elite Eight year. Peyton Siva, sleeve jersey
Oh, I
with
like it. We're
the
going all
yeah,
Louisville
yeah,
right here. I like
yeah,
it.
yeah. Man, it's a lot. I got one more or two more.
Yeah, one more. You can have an
One
honorable
more.
mention. So you can have 2 more.
We'll just go. Uh, let's go. Russ Smith senior year, American
Oh,
Conference.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's a good one
yeah.
right
Just keep
there.
it like that.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
like it.
Okay.
I like it. Well, that's everything that we got for you today. We appreciate you making time out of your day as you represent Team USA. Let the people know when we can watch you, I believe, on HBO Max and DAZN if you have an
Mhm.
account. You got games, I believe, this coming Thursday, so we can hop
Mhm.
on and watch them.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. No, I'm excited, man. We'll play a game in Chile against Chile, and then on the 27th, and then on the 31st, we'll play a game in Washington D.C. against Colombia. So very excited,
Mhm.
man.
Okay, man. Hey, Pedro, man, we appreciate you so much for coming on. Real quick, quick little this or that. This or that. Just choose either one. Game
Mhm.
winning shot or game winning defensive stop.
I've been both of those positions before. Probably game winning shot for sure. My rookie year, I had a game winner.
Ooh, no big deal.
Yeah,
No big
yeah.
deal.
No, no, no. Set the tone, man. But yeah, probably game winning shot. But it just depends. Who am I guarding? Who am I guarding?
That's
That's
true. That's true.
Okay.
But yeah, probably game winning shot though for sure.
That's two more. Fast paced basketball or half court basketball.
Fast pace.
Okay. 30 point and a lot 30 points. You score 30 points at a loss, 10 points at a win.
10 points and a win.
It's a winner right there. It's It's a
Yeah,
winner.
because I might have had 8 to 10 rebounds too, a few assists. You know what I'm saying?
You already
So
know he did.
yeah, so
There's no
I'll
might
take
about
it.
it. He already
I'll
did.
take that, man. I'll take that. No, man. We got to get the dub. We got to get the dub.
Okay, all right, that's it. That's all. I just want to get those in there, man. Appreciate you, man, for
Yeah,
sure,
awesome.
for sure.
Appreciate you
Yeah.
for joining the show. You can always hop on anytime. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
appreciate y'all, man. Big fan of what y'all are doing, man. Y'all keep it rolling, bro.
Thank you. Big
mhm.
fan of yours as well. Keep killing it.
Sure.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank y'all.